Hello! It has been a while since my last figure review, or I think video in general, but I'm here with another one today because it's a very special figure to me, and that is Figma number 576, Empress Black Rock Shooter from Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall. I'm so happy to finally have her. I remember when they announced this figure and I kind of lost my mind because if there's one thing about me that you need to know, it's that I love figmas, especially Black Rock Shooter figmas, because like everyone already knows I love Black Rock Shooter, but the figmas are my favorite. So having a new one and an exclusive Good Smile online shop base for it, I cannot wait to get this thing open. I'm so excited. I'm so excited! Please excuse the poor lighting. All I have is this ring light, but let's take a quick look at her box. I love that it's not one of the dull, like, newer style Figma boxes and that there's like a stripe pattern and she has the barcode. I love that. I was afraid it was going to be really plain and boring. But overall, it's pretty nice. I really like the blue they've used. I like that it's not a boring box. I think it looks pretty nice. And we have all these lovely Figma pictures of Empress on every side, per usual when it comes to Figmas. Box looks great. I need to open her now. And then this is the bag, the stand is coming in, so I'm gonna open that after because I need her out of the box right now. I don't know about you guys, but I personally always open my figures from the bottom. And I get a lot of figures in because there's been a lot of VRS stuff recently. But I always open it from the bottom, that way the box lays flat better. There we go. But I only do reviews about the special ones, and this is a special one. Here she is in just the plastic, and there's actually a little bit of like something black there. Good Smile Company, don't disappoint me. I will eat you. Also worth noting, the stand and everything is on the back, which normally I'm used to Figmas having a little spot right here at the bottom, but no, now they're just taped onto the back in a bag, which is interesting. This is my first like new Figma. I mean, this is a new Figma, but this is my first Figma that released post 2016, I think, so it's been a while. Here she is with everything she comes with. So we see like the typical Figma stuff that we've always had. Figma bag. Then we see some non-typical stuff like 2 stand arms and 2 adapters, which I've never seen that. And the new style Figma base, which is this big, what is it, hexagon? Yeah, hexagon. I know my shapes. Big hexagonal base. It's just very, very large, and that's going to take up a lot of shelf, like, surface area. We also have our instructions in Japanese. I think it's English on the inside? Yeah, English. Look at that, because Dawnfall definitely has an English audience, for sure. And then, of course, we have all our other accessories. So, she has this angry side-glancing face, this smile side-glancing face, of course, a blue flaming eye effect part. I love the color of this one. I think it looks really nice. Her pistol, and an effect part for it. A rack of hands, which are pretty sparing. An extra wrist joint, and the coil gun. This thing is massive and heavy. This thing is pretty heavy. It's a big hunk of plastic. There's no way she can hold this up on her own. So 2 stands 100% required if you want any cool action shots. This is heavy. It looks great though. The clear plastic is really pretty and I love the way the light shines on it. And then of course we have Empress herself on the Good Smile online shop exclusive base with Black Rock Shooter Dawnfall written on it. Looks really great. She looks just so cute. A little bit funky though. There's like some weird stuff going on with her proportions. But overall I think she looks okay. Taking her off the stand, we can get a better look at her normal face, and all the little details. I do have some issues with this figure, and they are very apparent in articulation, but also I can see why they were done. It's very clear that with this figure, articulation was prioritized over aesthetics. So she looks okay, but her articulation is pretty good from what I've seen. So she can do, if I take this peg out, it would be better, but she can do a really great crunch, like back. Front is also really great, but there is this huge gap at her back where you can see the joint inside. Rocking side to side is also really great, but also huge gapping. Huge gapping. Something interesting is that her hip joint actually pops up, so that can go even further like that. I'm assuming this is so she can ride the trike or bend even further forward. Who knows? She's got this really potato-shaped body. My main issue comes to when we get lower, so let's look at the top first. So, really good articulation on the neck. It's actually articulated at the top and bottom, which is great. This is on a normal figma joint, as you see with BRSs normally. Come on, stay focused. This is on just a ball joint. It's not the best. Wish it was better. And then we get to the part I have an issue with. So, she looks pretty good at the waist. We see like a lot of great detail. There's a little like paint like going over. That's okay. My issue comes with the joint. So we can see, focus, that she has her stripes there, right? So we can see the details of the shorts fairly well. The issue is when they kick forward. She has a great range of motion, like absolutely incredible for a figma. She does not want to focus. I'm gonna move that box from the back. Great range of motion, right? But there's this huge joint gap. And when it goes to the front, we have the same thing where you see inside the leg. And for the range of motion, I think I would have preferred not having it. Also, with that kickback, I have to be worried about possible transfer of these shorts, which are actually just completely loose on her. So that's on both legs, of course. You see inside, and it's not really pretty looking. It doesn't look the best. She also, because of her articulation, she has a lot of wiggle room and takes a lot of finagling. But then going down further with the articulation and just looking at her, if it would focus, we have her little gun holster. She has pretty good bend at the knee. She has a normal like ankle joint. She's got the pivot. If it would once again focus, oh my goodness. Kicks forward at the ankle, really nice back. And then she also has a toe joint, which is the first time a BRS Figma has had a toe joint. I think the first time I saw a toe joint on a Figma was Skyward Sword Link, and I was like, whoa, that looks weird, but I think it works really well with the design of her boots, so that's okay. To sort of finish this up, I wanted to compare her to the original Black Rock Shooter Figma. So I have all of them, and I will show all of them now together in a bit, but as you can tell, Empress is far paler than the original BRSs. She's also far more monotone and lacking in color at all. Black Rock Shooter is a very monotone character, but Empress is a very gray BRS, despite all her bright pops of orange. The original BRS has this gloss black and these blue highlights. She looks wonderful. Absolutely love it. Empress, while I love her in her own right, is very dull. She's also taller than the original BRS, which is kind of weird because Empress is very small and short and little in the show, so seeing Empress be possibly the tallest BRS Figma, kind of weird. Speaking of the other BRS Figmas, let's get them out. And here we have a sort of timeline of Black Rock Shooter Figmas. So these are all the Figmas of Black Rock Shooter herself that exist, all the way from the OVA BRS to Empress, and wow, I'm so happy to have them all together. There is very much a distinct difference between this set and Empress, but I'm still really happy to have her, even if she doesn't fit in. They're all such wonderful Figmas in their own rights. No figure or Figma of BRS herself is all that negative. Most of them take aesthetic over articulation, Empress does the opposite. So if you want a figure or a figma with great articulation, Empress is a stunning example. But if you didn't exactly like Dawnfall, and you're not willing to drop that really high price tag for her, you know, it's not that you're missing out on too much. She's not as striking as the other figmas, but I really love her. I think she's so cute. Empty, my sweet little baby. Yeah, she's not the best looking, but she still looks good in her own right. And if you enjoy Dawnfall, I'd pick her up. Or if you were hurt by the lack of a black trike release for BRS the game, may it rest in peace, Empress also has her own black trike, the Plum Knox Black Trike, which is releasing in July of this year, and I think that makes this figure worth it, at least to me. So that's all I really have to say. Hopefully there will be more BRS videos and content from me in the future on here. Otherwise, you can catch up with me on my Twitter and my TikTok where I'm most active. Otherwise, I don't have much to say, and I hope you enjoyed this sort of quick, a little bit scuffed review of and unboxing of Figma Empress. I'm so excited. I love BRS Figmas, and I'll probably post a picture on Twitter of every BRS Figma ever later on, so keep an eye out for that. Until then, I'll see you guys soon, hopefully, and thanks for watching. Bye bye!